They only play in this rivalry once a year, and it makes it matter.
Locking into this game.
And guys, the first 5 minutes, I think, is critical for Kentucky to try to salvage.
In much anticipation, being concerned about the rivalry, the heat of the battle, Jane told the local press not to worry. They don't speak English.
But they can feel the heat and passion in this one.
Absolutely. Sometimes the silence can be deafening.
And what we've seen early on from Kentucky, their ability to attack the rim for the mid-range. Not necessarily always getting all the way to the rim, but before they have to take on the shot blocker.
Goodwin off the front rim. Rebound.
Particularly when Kentucky goes one-on-one, which happens more times than not offensively in the half court, just as we...
You got to make a determination. Smith off the curl past Goodwin. The iron unkind. And a rejection by Noel. As Bohannon went back up, and we got.
He has excellent defensive instincts, guys.
Bohannon right at Cauley-Stein, and he deflects it.
Hard here for Kentucky early. They've endured a couple of weeks of Camp Cal conditioning, multiple practices a day, all in the effort to get better and compete at a higher level. And they're showing the fruits of that labor here in the first 4 minutes.
All the Calipari quick to applaud the efforts of Cauley-Stein as he sits down.
Bringing Alex Poitras into the game. That could be a huge injection of offense for the...
3 of their field goals have come inside the paint. That three-pointer won't go. Rebound pulled down by Smith.
Getting close to that preseason ranking level.
The lone player for Kentucky that was on that team a year ago in the Final Four is Kyle Wilcher. He has started quite a bit. Not today because of the quickness inside, and particularly with Gorgie Jang making his...
Noel going to the left hand.
Noel sweeping left hand jump hook that doesn't fall, and then the follow-up foul.
And you make huge advantage when Noel on that baseline has the ability to do that as well.
Cauley-Stein will come back in for Kentucky on the next dead ball. And that reach-in foul. And Cauley-Stein did pick up a foul over the back. And that ball went out of bounds, his second. Blackshear rejected by Noel. Nerlens Noel with a nice block. There he is. Beautiful pass. And the slam.
How about the motor? Understand that if you're Louisville, and you have to recognize it if you're Kentucky.
That was one heck of a sequence for Noel to block the shot and then sprint the floor and get that throwdown.
That's how big fellas get those nice passes inside, right? Blackshear in traffic. Not there. Louisville is 0 for their last 5 from the floor. Siva looks to get a better percentage in there. Siva all the way 10-10 for Louisville. The tip-in by Harrell.
Yeah.
It's extremely important to have guys that have been through it, that understand the coach's voice. When he's saying something, you've got to understand the message, not exactly how he's saying it.
So it wasn't that they were just a voice. They also could get it done on the floor.
In traffic, Smith has it swatted away.
But they're still playing well because they don't ever give up on the game. They play to a certain standard, intensity, and energy level. And there's
when they think they're going to get it, they will run the floor. And when you run the floor, you create space and driving angles.
Luke Hancock, the transfer from George Mason, does all the little things. And that's an example.
Got to get this ball inside if you're Kentucky.
And that's the adjustment Louisville's made. They've done a better job with their interior defense and containing penetration, forcing Kentucky to play on the perimeter.
Harrell again with the runner that does not fall. Point
decision making. Even there, that was the right field goal attempt. Forced the help, created that offensive rebound opportunity.
Well, he's playing with an awful lot of swag, is Ryan Harrell. He had an illness and some family issues that led him to leave the team of a football lineman and the bounce ability of a trampoline. So this guy has it all in that regard.
So basically what you're saying is he's a man.
Yeah, he's a man. he's a real man.
Mid-range.
A 13-2 run for Louisville. And their lead is 5. Noel.
And guys, it's going to be important for Kentucky. They want to run, but they don't want to play too fast. Excellent recovery there by Noel.
Has to just make basketball plays. I think it may play into their strength a little bit. So we'll kind of see how it plays out, partner.
Okay.
This has not been able to knock down any threes lately.
One of those graduate players.
And that's an example, that possession of what I'm talking about. You run. If it's not there, you then play with pace. You make sure you get a good look because Louisville is...
The chemistry is really good, and I attribute a lot of that to the leadership of Peyton Siva. Certainly this season, but last season with Swapshire and Cure. Good job by Mays there to get it up the floor and then get away from the sideline. Now you've got a chance to run some offense.
Noel, beautiful dime, but it's rejected by Bohannon. Smith feeding Harrell, but it's knocked away.
Julius,
Everything. Right. They never allow adversity to dampen their confidence.
No, they keep coming. They just keep grinding.
Siva.
In it with confidence.
Or his game. Yeah. Because I think the complete package is now present with Peyton Siva as a point guard.
And a reach-in foul.
You want to keep this no more than 7. You don't want this to get to double figures.
Bohannon is fouled by Noel. Noel looking to set the pick. Harrell really didn't have to wait for it, did he? He just blew by, and then a reach-in foul underneath.
In overdrive.
It's easy to turn somebody off than to try to turn them on.
The second foul on Ware.
Give him a lane and let him create.
What was that Patino told us? He's learned you don't always have 3 turnovers in their last 3 trips. Make that 4.
And a lot of lazy, soft passes. Perimeter shot.
And you're right about him. Him doing less allows them as a team to do more. And he's doing a little bit on his own.
Whoa. You can change all the names you want on the back of the jersey. This is a front jersey sport. And the game
remains. The slide, the junior. Russ Smith over to the point, and how good is he in the pick and roll?
Russ Smith remaining in the game with 4 fouls.
I think you got to pick your poison with your Patino. It's either going to be him or Siva down the stretch.
Noel with a jump hook over Bohannon.
Enough to defend without fouling. And this guy is really good at drawing fouls, but can they force perimeter shots and then rebound the defensive board and
put him in a position of being defensively, and without the shot blocking of Zhang on the interior, they had no answer.
Goodwin with 9 on the afternoon. Smith, he was
job offensively as Kentucky in this second half, shooting 57%.
And in the last 9 minutes, Greg, just 1 turnover for Kentucky as well.
Siva, Zhang, and Smith all on the floor, all with 4 fouls.
Well, that was Noel almost forcing the steal there with the active hands.
Zhang, weakly off the front iron. Harrell almost lost it, but saves it back to Noel.
Of losing Smith down the stretch.
Polson's in there. Youngster that earned a scholarship after originally walking on. Noel helps Goodwin navigate. Big-time play by Archie Goodwin.
I mean, unnecessarily.
Shot clock at 10. Smith.
Well, they let him play.
With 7 on the clock.
Only 7. Where the scouting report comes into play, and the length and the 7'4" wingspan of Nerlens Noel to go with it. No time off the clock, the shot clock. Still 7 to shoot. Bohannon, nice pass. Jang, count the basket.
Another one if he gets a chance.
You see Kentucky with 1 timeout remaining. Jang bothered at midcourt.
Don't open up the floor if you're Kentucky.
Three ball not there for...
Teams do the 2-for-1 as much as you see at the next, but this is an ideal situation where you could get a shot within 7 or 8 seconds.
Well, Jang, oh boy, he forces the
Passing lanes and really created that turnover opportunity.
Noel, time winding down.